rating.
Hmm.
But I did add a topic here, which was PS5 free upgrades,
Yeah.
because I've always been curious as to what PS4 games are upgradable for free to PS5. And there's been quite a bit. And I looked at a list some time ago, and it wasn't as comprehensive as this one that I found at happymag.tv, a site that I've never heard of.
Yeah, me neither.
But I just Googled, PS4, to PS5 upgrades free or something like that. And I found this article and I found it to be very, very comprehensive in terms of here's a full list of every available PS4 game that has a free PS5 upgrade. And for folks that are new to this, if you own a PS5 and even if you don't, apparently I don't know who's kind of doing it. I don't know if it's Sony or if it's just the game developers are trying to figure out a way to kind of add more longevity to their games on the new console.
Hmm.
But it's a long laundry list of games. I mean, we've got Assassin's Creed Valhalla, we've got Borderlands 3, I mean, Mortal Kombat 11, No Man's Sky. There's a ton of games on this list, and I'm still trying to figure out how to actually get the upgrade path. Like, do you just download the game and then it just automatically installs? And at the bottom of the article, it says the best way to check that you are playing the upgraded version of your game is by using the PlayStation Network. Log on and head to the PS Store. From here, check out your library of purchased games. If there is a PS5 upgrade available, you should see a notification on it.
Hmm.
Now, I tried this method, and the only game that I could see that said free upgrade to PS5 or whatever was Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay.
And I went through some of the other games that I own, like God of War, and it didn't give me any indication that there was an upgrade available. So
Mm.
I don't know if that's because the game is not installed on my hard drive or if that it doesn't need to be installed to find out. So I feel like it's a little bit jarbled still, where like I don't really know if there's a definitive way to find out how to obtain the upgrade or if it just kind of happens automatically. Maybe it's just hidden in an update.
Mm.
So for example, if I had God of War downloaded, like I downloaded it tonight, maybe I would be prompted for an update, and within that update, I would get the 60 FPS and 4K upgrade. Um, I just don't really know.
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to figure that part out.
Yeah, I mean, typically any upgrades are going to be like self-contained. So if there's a PS5 upgrade that increases the frame rate, it's not going to be a separate download from a PS5 upgrade that doesn't. Like it's going to be one and the same. But a lot of these games, and this is on the Xbox as well too, they'll actually have a new setting within the game menus that tells you whether you want to have it in performance mode, high quality mode, or something to that effect. And that allows you to tweak, your frame rate and your whether you're doing 120 FPS at 1080p, 60
Hmm.
FPS at 4K, and depending on what kind of TV you're plugged into, you may not even have the option. So, for example, my TV, I have a 4K television, but it's not capable of doing 120 frames per second. So, whatever I want, as far as that goes, I can go in and try to change it, but the settings won't work. It's just not possible for my TV to output that.
Yeah, I
Um,
was thinking that too, that it could be the fact that the games in the PS5 are detecting that it's not receiving a 4K transmission.
mhm.
So that could be why I'm not seeing any prompts. And with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, maybe there's something in there. I mean, the upgrade there is 60 FPS 4K.
Mhm.
So typically when you look at this list, that's what you're getting. You're getting 60 FPS 4K at a minimum. And then in other cases, you're getting 120 and 60 and 4K.
Right.
And then there's other ones where it gives you four different things, like Control Ultimate Edition, you're getting 60 FPS, 4K, ray tracing, transferable save files, and DualSense features.
Mm.
And then other games, you're just getting 60 and 4K. So will I be able to take care of the 60 FPS part? Definitely. But I don't know if it's something that still might require 4K for that aspect of the 60 FPS to work, because there are other games that are 60 FPS out of the box on PS4. So I don't know. I have questions. I have to do some trial and error. I have to just try it on one of these games to see if I notice a difference.
Mm.
But I'm worried that the only way that I'm going to know is playing it side by side, like the old version and the new version. And if I get, say, Fallen Order, and I do get the 60 FPS, and of course not the 4K, I don't know if I'm going to notice right away. I mean, 60 FPS I feel like is pretty noticeable, but I also am not that familiar with that game, so I'm worried that maybe I wouldn't even really see these upgrades.